Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. I'm your host, comedian Tracy Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Herzog.
Hi.
We're on episode 30 of 90 Day Fiancé, and we're here to talk about The Other Way, Season 1, Episode 11, and Before the 90 Days, Season 3, Episode, I didn't write it down.
All right.
What was the episode?
Of which one?
Oh, it was Episode 3. Before the 90 days. That's what it is.
Oh, because it's in two parts. That's why I
Yes.
get confused.
You know, I'm really sick of them doing two parts.
It confuses me.
I need every show to be 1 hour.
Me
and
too.
That's it.
Me too.
You don't have to give me 2 hours of the show.
No.
You can actually just make the season longer.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I would really enjoy that.
I would prefer that.
Right.
Because then I also get not sick of it.
Yes. And also, like, I watch it on the app.
Same.
And it's just so confusing because I have to sit through almost more hours of commercials than I do of the show.
It shows you like, it'll be like commercial 2 through 9 on right now. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like commercials will be over in 5 minutes.
Uh-huh. And I'm like, all right, well, let me go grill a steak while I wait. Right.
It's so true. And the other thing that annoys me is that they do so many like, after this commercial break, these are some things that you will see.
And it's never right.
But if they edited those parts out, then it would be a
less.
regular
Yeah,
hour show.
That's true.
Just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, man. Let's start with The Other Way, Season 1, Episode 11. And let's start with Tiffany and Ronald.
I don't like them. I mean, I don't know how often I have to say this, but that's my opener.
Do you like them? Well, it's their wedding day, Noelle, so be nice.
Okay.
And Ronald is at the casino. He picked up her father successfully. He fetched him.
Which, you know, I was thinking about it so much what you said last week. Why did he have to go inside?
Why do you have to go inside?
Because that was BS.
Do
He
I
didn't
pick you
have
up
to go
inside of your house?
No. Do you if you have to pick up someone from the airport, do you go in?
No.
No.
Never.
Me either.
But also, if I was like, Noelle, we're going to go out today.
Right.
I wouldn't be like, let me go inside and fetch you.
Yeah.
I'd
don't
be
know.
like,
It's
beep,
weird.
come outside.
Right. Mom's here.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go. Her father is really cute.
Okay. First of all, her father is super cute. He looks young. He looks like really young, like my age young.
He
Even though
might
I'm
be.
old, but yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not like sure if his teeth are real.
Oh, okay. I'm
That
not
was
sure
the
either.
only thing I wasn't sure about, but I thought he was so cute.
I don't know. But her sister's in the back seat, right? So
Yes.
they're driving. And she is behaving, and her behavior reminds me of Daniel.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing.
Really?
Like her reactions to
Yeah.
things and like being like overly excited, kind of
Yes.
jumping around.
She was over the top.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like, so when I was watching it, I was saying to myself, like, maybe there isn't something wrong with Daniel. Maybe they're just like this.
Yeah, maybe this
it's
is
like
a family
learned
thing?
behavior. Yeah.
They have to decide where they will live. Tiffany and Daniel are going to decide where they will live.
Mm-hmm. They don't know.
You moved to South Africa.
Right.
You did it
She's
already.
still not sure what she'll do.
She's not sure if she lives there.
Also, you know, he still has a lot to prove to her.
She married him. So just saying.
Uh-huh. There's so much at stake.
I enjoyed the bridesmaid dresses. I thought that some people looked better in them than others.
I thought some people looked better in the dresses as well as others, but they weren't bad dresses.
No, they were like the ones where you can like tie them any way you want.
Yeah, I like that.
I thought that was kind of cute. Ronald is dressing Daniel.
Yes.
Is there anything creepy about the relationship between Ronald and Daniel to you?
So someone said that, right? And I didn't think so.
Right.
I thought the only thing that was like not creepy but off is Daniel's response to Ronald.
Right, like, Daddy!
Yes. Like, but I don't know. I don't think that. I think Ronald is just kind of just trying to be a father figure to him because the kid never had one, really.
Right.
I mean, that's me. Do you think?
I don't know. I mean, there's something off about him in general.
Yes, agreed.
So it's kind of like, I don't know.
He's kind of like, I don't know. Ronald has like shark eyes. He's got kind of like dead eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just something off about him.
Her dad, Carlos, is there.
Mm-hmm.
What is with Ronald's tie?
Okay. That's like a 1980s tie.
Is it like a puffy
right?
tie?
Yeah, it's like a layered tie.
I don't know what's happening there.
It's a South African tie, I guess.
Well, let me tell you something that's happening at the wedding. It is really hot and there's no air conditioning.
What's with the bottom of his tux? Was something spilled on it?
Oh, I didn't see.
It almost looked like someone like sprayed something on the bottom of it. It was weird. It was very strange.
Well, he was sobbing.
He was sobbing.
They got married.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel said that the wedding is a miracle.
I say here, just my only thought. I understand comfort zones. I understand you like how you look and like there are certain things you like to keep consistent. She looked exactly the same in the face
Okay,
and
she
hair.
looked really nice, but I think, and that's what I was wondering too. Like,
yeah.
maybe for your wedding, go a little bit over the
Yeah.
top, but at the same time, I thought it was kind of cool that she didn't, like, you know how sometimes when you see a bride and you're like, I don't even, like,
You're
that's
like,
not,
what is this?
right.
Yeah.
This is not usually how you look, so this is
Yeah.
very confusing to me. I think that Tiffany looked very, like, yeah, she didn't do anything with her hair. Like, she was just kind of the same, but also on a daily basis, she
She's
wears
very
heavy
pretty.
makeup.
Well, that's what I think it is. She looks very pretty, but I don't know. I guess because like I wear makeup. I like makeup at my wedding. I just did a different color makeup.
Sure.
Maybe just something a little different.
Right, like at my wedding, everyone's going to be like, she's the prettiest person in the world because I usually look terrible.
Nah.
You know, I'm going to be like the ugly duckling.
No, you know how to blush it up.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, guys, something that we learned from this segment and at the end of it, what they say is they have no idea where they will live.
Right.
Okay, guess what? You have an idea because I know where you live.
You guys live in South Africa.
Yes, because that's where you all live. Okay, great. Let's talk about Laura and Aladin.
And Aladin.
They're still fighting about the microphone.
I've had enough. I don't care about it.
She tells him to be more open-minded.
So what's your opinion? I feel like all these women, all of them, on all of these 90 Day Fiancé shows, right? Like a lot of them, these men, they're raised a certain way.
Right. So when they go to the Muslim countries, they're like almost angry.
Why are they acting like this? Don't you think that that's
Did you
like,
Google it before you went?
Those are my exact notes. Did you Google where you're going?
Yeah.
Did you not know it was like that? I don't
like
think
a
it's the
thing.
men's fault.
That's like going to church.
Right.
And wearing like pasties over your nipples.
Right.
And people looking at you and you being like, why don't they mind their own business?
That's like you going to church and be like, why is everyone praising God here?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, so
Right.
annoying.
Right.
It's all about Jesus. What about me?
Right. And it's like, but hello, don't you realize, I don't
You're
know.
in
It
church.
really kind of bothers
Sure.
me.
They go to the market, and I got to tell you, I want to go to one of these Arabic
I
markets
know.
so bad.
I know you do. I know, but it's so nice. It looked really nice.
It's Ramadan.
Yes.
No sex, no smoking.
Basically nothing from sun to sun.
Right. And he asked if they have her size in the butterfly dress. The butterfly dress. Let me explain this dress. She said, I feel like I'm graduating from high
But
school.
she's right.
She was so dead on
Yeah.
that. That was a graduation gown.
Because there was some really gorgeous pieces
Yes,
in there.
and that was not one of them.
No, because if I was her, I would have picked like that yellow dress with like the little diamonds on it, something like that.
Yeah.
They're very pretty.
There was a lot of pretty ones.
Yeah.
He asked, he's like, do they have her size?
Yeah, I mean, she's not. It's not like what size is she? She's not like a
I don't
crazy
know, maybe
size.
like a 16?
But that's why wouldn't they carry that? It's not like the woman's like a 47. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
And now they take a cab. Why
Right.
are they taking so many cabs? I guess
don't
can you
know.
not park by the market?
Oh, maybe.
Is it like going
Yeah.
to the Union Square market?
Maybe.
Now, she said that she's seeing a side of him that she hasn't seen. Wait, so you mean, Laura, that you're seeing a side of your husband that you married after knowing him for 7 days and then spending 3 days with him? You're seeing a side that you haven't seen?
No way.
You don't know everything about him
No
already?
way.
You're learning more things about him?
No way.
This seems weird. Now, we go to his boss's house from the gym.
Right.
It's not exactly a gym owner that I was expecting.
Thank you.
I was like, I think this guy is going to be like really, like kind of look like Aladin, you know?
Yeah, I thought the guy was gonna like maybe
Meanwhile, he's a
even-
sheik.
I thought he was gonna look like Carlos, like Tiffany's father.
Sure. Meanwhile, he's a sheik that owns emus.
Okay, that's what I like wasn't 100% on like what these birds were.
So Aladin was telling her, listen, you don't shake a man's hand unless like he initiates the shake.
Right.
So I get that. That's like a cultural thing.
Sure.
But he initiated the shake and she was like, yes. Okay, I nailed it.
And I did it extra firm. It's like, shut up.
His name is Shaheen. He's in his tent
Right?
and they approach him in his tent.
Mm-hmm.
This was very royal.
Yes, it was.
He raises the emu because birds in Qatar is a big competition, is raising birds. I guess it's like how Mike Tyson raised pigeons.
I'll tell It was funny. I'll tell you, I'm not going to get into the whole story, but I was listening to a podcast recently from Australia.
Sure.
And they were talking about the Middle East and like all of these birds this millionaire guy had. And it's like a real big thing over there. And I didn't know that.
Yeah, he said that it's $275,000 per emu.
Yeah, that's nuts. And they are terrifying.
They were not nice.
I don't like them at all.
There was a lot of emus because, we do another podcast, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and a lot of you listeners listen to our other podcast. And last week, Cheyenne and Matt brought Ryder, their daughter, to an emu farm.
Yep.
And they were like, okay, we have to be really careful. It was like ostrich, right? Or emu? I don't know. They're the same thing.
I think it was an ostrich. I thought they were the same thing.
They're kind of the same thing. Okay. Or maybe the emus were ostriches. Maybe this guy owns ostriches.
Maybe they're just wearing ostrich costumes. I don't know.
It's like a llama and alpaca to me.
Yes.
They're the same.
Exactly.
And they were like really aggressive.
Yeah. The way they were getting that food, I was very scared.
So I don't know what's going on here.
You are you're a repellent. Wait, what is it? Or
I'm emu and ostrich proof.
You're also shark proof.
I'm shark proof and tiger proof and lion proof. Do you know why?
Why?
I've never gotten attacked by any of these animals. Why are you laughing?
But I haven't either.
Do you feel it in your bones though that you're proof? You know what I mean? Like I feel like you're still scared, and yet I would go face to face with a shark.
Here's the thing: I would not.
Why?
I would go face to face with a bear. I think I'm bear proof. Like I
know that I'm bear proof.
Okay, like I would nibble his ear off. You know,
like you would talk his ear off
in a fight.
Oh,
I would chew his ear off.
That's your approach?
Yes.
A bear attacks you?
Very Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson.
And you just take a little...
Yes.
There's a lot of Mike Tyson references in this.
Yeah.
Do you know that we find out that men in Qatar can have up to 4 wives?
But, okay, again, Google where you're going.
Sure. Also, maybe talk to Aladin and be like, hey, I know that plural marriage is a thing in...
Plural marriage.
That's what it's called.
I like it. Oh, I like it.
Do you not watch any kind of TV that makes you learn about other cultures, Noelle?
I mean...
Because I watch Sister Wives.
I'm pretty cultured.
Obviously not, because when I said plural marriage, you made it like you just heard of that term.
I watch the Kardashians. I'm fucking cultured.
Yes, I could tell. So, maybe say like, Aladin, plural marriage is a thing in a Muslim culture. Right. Is that something that you do? Is that something that you partake in? I mean, is he collecting wives and she's the first of the collection?
Right, because he's like, basically he insinuated they shouldn't know about each other.
Right, and also... He was saying that you don't have to tell your other wives that you have other wives.
Right. And she's like, whoa.
Yeah. And he's like, it depends if you want to tell her. Or
What
if
do
you
you
don't
think
want to
is
tell her.
better? Do you think not knowing?
No, definitely
better?
knowing. I think that if you're going to do plural marriage, like the only thing that I'm really familiar with is like the Mormon culture of plural marriage.
Same.
And they all kind of live as one family.
Which is fine because one person can take care of the kids.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think that the reason the Mormons do it is more because of family.
Right.
Because they're like, they want big families and like all this stuff.
Right.
So the more women you have, the more children you could have. And it's kind of like a big happy family. And it's not like this gross sexual thing.
Which I don't like, which creeps me
But
out.
I have a feeling that in the Muslim culture, I'm not saying all of it.
It's a little different.
It's a little bit different than that, especially if you're not telling your wives about it.
Yeah, that's what bothers me about it.
And
it's almost like it's like guys,
and you have
I'm
nothing
not judging, but it's almost like something egotistical about it.
Absolutely.
Right? Like I don't have to tell the woman.
Also, did you know that Laura has a nose ring? I didn't know. I just saw it in this episode.
I don't remember if I saw it or not. I every time I look at her, I just see like a flounder.
Okay, what do you mean?
Like the shape of a flounder. Like think of Little Mermaid.
Sure.
Flounder.
Yeah.
The shape of her face and all of the chins.
Okay.
This reminds me flounder-esque.
Okay. Let's talk about June and Devon.
Okay.
So she scheduled a C-section before she even, like, as soon as she got pregnant with this child, she scheduled a C-section.
But that's like a thing now.
No, that's not great, though.
I don't know why people are doing this, but...
Well, she had to go to and this is a quote, doctors.
Uh-huh.
Because she has high blood pressure. So I'm assuming she has preeclampsia.
Yes.
Do you think that high blood pressure makes you paint your face like a clown?
That is, okay... Straight up, her makeup is mental illness.
Yes.
That's not normal.
No.
Because You always say she outlines her lips,
Yes.
right? Which I noticed more this episode. I don't understand the one line of blush, the bright pink
It was like
blush.
a stripe.
It was
if
one
you will.
stripe.
Yes.
And then the bright neon pink eyeshadow.
I think it was because her blood pressure was 170.
Maybe.
She has to, this is a quote, get the baby taken out.
Uh-huh.
I think Dracula might have done her makeup.
I think that she said, I'm the corpse bride.
Her hair is so dirty.
She's gross. Okay, there's something wrong with her.
Yes.
Now, I say she looks like corpse bride because she does, but
Right.
also because she's way more dead in the eyes than even Ronald is. Like,
yeah.
girlfriend is.
I'd rather marry Ronald than be
Me
with this
too.
one.
She's broken.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she needs him to change the ticket. But he was like, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to lose the money.
Do none of these people have traveler's insurance?
Why didn't he get insurance?
Why?
She literally said to him, she's like, listen, you might have to change the ticket. So when
Yeah.
you buy the ticket, just know that.
Yeah.
I get traveler's insurance just in case.
I'm
all
going
the
to
time.
Florida. I have traveler's
Yeah,
insurance.
because what if I need to cancel it?
Right.
He's going for an event that might be changed. That's the birth of his child, and
Right.
he doesn't get insurance.
No, I think that's just dumb. And that just goes
Or
to show there's
he
something
doesn't
wrong
want
with
to
him.
change the ticket.
You don't think he wants to?
I don't know. He's like, I can't change it. I'm going to lose the money. Sorry about that. I will not be here when the baby gets taken out. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't seem to really care.
He didn't seem to really care all that much, but I think that he's just as weird as she is, though.
Absolutely.
You
I think that
know?
they can benefit from some therapy.
Yes.
And Noelle,
Yes.
what better place to get therapy than BetterHelp?
It's the best.
BetterHelp is an amazing company that helps you get a counselor, a professional counselor, and you can video chat with them, you can text with them, you can have phone calls with them. Noelle, you and I use this service.
Yes.
And it is just so amazing.
I used it yesterday. I video chatted
Oh, how
yesterday
was it?
morning. It was really great.
You love this guy.
I love him. I think he's wonderful. He's very understanding, and I think that he was picked perfectly for me.
Do you think that he's like helped you? Do you see any changes in your life?
I feel a lot calmer, and
Yeah.
I feel like now when I notice things that like I address them with him, like, hey, this is something I noticed.
Right, like maybe you take notes on your phone or whatever and be like,
yes.
this is something I want to discuss
That's
with him.
and I even share. I have a journal, and I share my journal entries with him.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you can connect with your professional counselor in a safe and private online environment. It's so convenient. Get your help on your own time and at your own pace. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions, plus chat and text with your therapist. Licensed professional counselors are specialized in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, trauma, anger, anything, right? Anything you share is confidential, and if you're not happy with your counselor for any reason, you can request a new one at any time for no additional charge. There's over 3,000 U.S. licensed therapists across 50 states. It's available worldwide. You can text, chat, phone, and video, and you could start communicating in under 24 hours. This is available on desktop, mobile, Android, iOS. I actually use my app on my iPad, but I've
Okay.
used it on my phone as well. You can use it on your computer. You can really have access to this anywhere. Financial aid is available for those who qualify. It's secure, it's convenient, it's professional. Best of all, it is affordable. 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk listeners get 10% off your first month with discount code FIANCÉ. So why not get started today? Go to betterhelp.com/fiancé. Simply fill out the questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor that you will love. That's betterhelp.com/fiancé. I actually have my session today.
Awesome.
So very exciting on that.
Cool.
Paul and Karini.
Okay.
They're looking for their own place near Karini's parents. They're looking at this furnished rental.
But okay, so why are they looking for a rental if he probably can't stay?
I guess because they have to live somewhere. I don't know. Nothing really makes sense.
Okay.
So this one rental that they're looking at, everything there is very scary.
I know everything. They're looking at the strangest houses.
Sure. So this one is $1,100. So it's $1,170 US.
Right.
Then they look.
Which I feel like is a fortune there.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of expensive here.
Yeah.
They look at a dirty, cluttered house for $260, and the backyard.
She's like felt right at home.
I know. She's like, this is perfect. The backyard is a jungle.
But
to be honest with you, I mean, I think that she realizes, how is Paul going to support her and pay all of this money? He doesn't have
any money.
He doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
Her eyelashes are just popping off.
They're falling everywhere.
From the Amazonian heat.
Yes. They're melting from the heat.
He said that he's not staying here.
Right.
The mother hates him.
Okay. She has had it with him.
She is like, he's annoying and I hate him.
Yep. But okay, I want to know what the mother cooked.
No one knows.
Okay, because it looked like tuna with raisins when it was in like the kitchen.
Oh, I didn't really look. We have to go back, guys. If you know what she cooked or if you have any ideas about it, go to our Facebook group at 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk podcast. And please let us know what she cooked.
I want to know what that was. And I want to talk about the way Paul ate it.
What do you mean?
Say it was rice.
Sure.
He ate one morsel of rice at a time.
Yeah, it was probably gross.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I would imagine it would be delicious.
Yeah, I think you're imagining a little bit differently.
Why? You're in a delicious place to eat.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that what the slogan of the town is? A delicious place to eat? Okay. Is that what you have to take? Guys, you can take a 5-day boat ride to this delicious place to eat.
I bet what I meant was I think it was very authentic, delicious food. But I just think that he probably wasn't used to that. I'm telling you, he took like 1 grain of rice and put it in his mouth and like nibbled.
He probably couldn't believe how bad it tastes. That's probably what's going on. He said he wants a DNA test. And he's like, listen, it's for probably the embassy probably wants it. But also me probably wants it.
Right. Me probably.
Right. Also probably Paul.
Right.
But also if the embassy doesn't want it, I probably want it anyway because I probably need it.
Because I'm obsessed.
Sure.
Because that's who I am as a person.
He didn't think the baby was his at first. But now he kind of does.
Oh, this guy, man.
Listen, in the meantime, let's talk about Karini's shadiness.
With the guy.
So she's talking to some American man, and she said that they send her money. She's talking in English with him. Now we know why her English has gotten so great.
Right. But I think that she says they help us. So I think it's kind of like, well, F you, Paul. You don't do anything.
Right. She said they help me.
Right.
So she's talking probably sexually to American men that send her money.
Yeah.
So everything's fine.
Because she doesn't really have a choice.
I mean,
she says that he thinks that he's afraid that someone else is treating her better. That's why he's nervous.
Anyone else is treating her better.
I treat her better.
I do.
Yeah, right.
She might marry us, Paul.
She'll marry her eyelashes.
Let's talk about Corey and Evelyn. He's been there for a month and he's trying to interact with the boat locals to impress her. And they think, because they think all white people look the same,
right?
They think that he's Evelyn's ex.
Right.
So we find out Evelyn has another white American ex.
I'm shocked.
Right. The beach is filthy and crowded.
Okay, but also I didn't know he's been there off and on for 4 years.
I think that that's something that he says. Meaning that they've known each other for 4 years and he's gone to visit a few times.
I hear through the grapevine that a lot of this is BS, that they're actually married.
Really?
Yeah.
That they've been married through this whole thing?
That this is kind of just like a facade. But you know what? Who knows, honestly?
We don't know.
Who
well,
knows?
He goes to the bar, this is in quotes, the bar that is like my first lemonade stand. And... she's just she likes white guys.
She likes white guys. She says that her ex is really smart and really funny and very loved. So like I get it. He interacted. Sure, maybe he spoke better Spanish. I think Corey's like a little more reserved. I think he's a little afraid. Me personally, what I think, Noelle Winters right here. What I think is Corey is either a virgin because he like grew up super religious or he lost his virginity to Evelyn. And that's why he's so really fixated with her and committed, because you know you're not supposed to have sex before marriage. And in his religion it's like you're gonna have sex with the woman you're gonna be with forever.
Okay, I can see that. They said that she also said that how are they gonna know your name, Corey? Corey is not even a name that we have. She's
so mean,
gaslighting him like crazy. Corey and her were on a break, apparently.
Right.
It was kind of like Ross and Rachel from Friends.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because she cheated on him with her ex, but she claims they were on a break. Corey's like, were we on a break?
No. Question mark.
Yeah.
He's like, was she tired of me? Yes.
Were we on a break? No. And she said that her and her ex are still very good friends, and he's still in love with her.
And they dated for 2 years.
Yeah, and she's blaming Corey for not moving forward in their relationship.
She is gaslighting him.
But they only have 60 days left before she either has to marry him
or say bye.
Or he has to go back.
And he doesn't want to, and he's afraid. You know what? I think a lot of people have been in the same, well, not
I
the
think
same
I would
situation.
be afraid to stay there.
Okay, if it was me, I wouldn't be there anymore.
No.
I would
I'd be like,
left.
oh my God, you don't want to marry me? That's so upsetting.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Oh my
Maybe
God, I hope that pot is good for you. I hope you can cook soup in that pot.
Right. Let's sell this bar and get me my $500
Actually, just keep the money.
back.
Don't ever talk to me
No,
again.
it's true. He should just leave.
Let's talk about Before the 90 Days, Season 3, Episode 3. We're going to start off with Avery and Omar.
Okay.
Avery can't find her phone. But it doesn't matter because they're going to get on the plane. Her mom is there for the wedding. And she's going to be applying for a spousal visa to move to Syria.
Right.
So she keeps saying God willing in Arabic.
So I know she's
like a poser.
Her mom is Valerie Bertinelli. That is who she is.
What do you mean?
So Valerie Bertinelli is now on the Food Network, but she used to be on like I think it was like One Day at a Time.
Yeah.
But now she's on the Food Network, and I feel like they are the same human being. They look alike a lot. But I think her mom's being a little obnoxious.
Is she though? I mean, think about what's happening.
Here's the thing. Her mom's not wrong.
No.
But the way she's going about it, I don't know. I feel like the comments, stuff like that, like it's not Omar's fault that her daughter's a moron. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes. This has nothing to do with Omar.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like she's blaming him, but your daughter is the one acting chaotic.
Exactly. So they get there and he got them their own hotel room and that was super nice.
Yeah.
But so he's the opposite so far of Zayed, who made Rebecca rent the car immediately.
He's so cute, Omar.
He
so
seems
cute.
very nice.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Syria isn't safe for her. And he even said that.
But that's the thing. I think she is not taking it seriously. And she's like, Mom, it's just my mom doesn't want me to go to Syria because my mom doesn't want me to leave. No, that's not what it is.
Did you see Syria? Because it is not there anymore.
It's not there. It doesn't exist.
So just saying.
Right.
The war started in 2011 and it's an active war zone. He bought her a hijab, which is super sweet.
A few of them.
Yeah, very
so
cute.
Sweet.
He's like, listen, she's been using tablecloths and bed sheets.
Right.
Let me buy her a real hijab. He's worried that he won't like her in real life. So there's so many connections on this plane. They've been traveling for 30 hours.
And then their luggage is lost.
Right. And she's like, I don't care. I don't care if everything is lost. I don't care. I'm going to go live in a war-torn country, Mom. This is the least of my problems.
Well, I think that's why her mom doesn't take her seriously. Because it's like, can you be a person for a second? Yeah.
No kissing.
Right.
Cannot kiss. So they hug at the airport. He bought her roses. Mm-hmm. And the bags are coming tomorrow. She's so excited.
She is like all over him.
Mm-hmm. Her mom seems pretty happy. He said he's really lucky.
Right.
They drive absolutely crazy.
Because there's no lines in the roads.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, no, there's lines in the roads, but they don't pay attention to the lines in the roads.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
So her mom is like, listen, I'm going to go have a drink. I need a drink.
But they don't drink.
Right. So like that I think is obnoxious. Well, now you're looking for...
the way she said it. She was kind of like, I want a drink because you guys don't do that.
Right.
And it's like, don't say that.
So she said, I love you, but he didn't say it back. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't even notice that.
So she said that she's coming to the U.S., but she wants to stay in Syria, and she's not going to tell her mom until after she gets married because she doesn't want her mom to stop the wedding.
She's showing her age.
She's showing her moron.
Yeah. I wonder if she's more into him than he is into her now that you said that.
I think he's just a more reserved person.
Well, I think that she's just looking for anything.
Yeah, she's
any type of love.
Craving attention.
Right. And he even says, like, he loves that, she changed over to his religion. Sure. But it's kind of like, is this just a phase?
Right.
And I get that.
Let's talk about the most disturbing person on the show, Darcey.
I feel bad for her.
She just keeps talking to Tom through the cameras. She keeps looking into the cameras and like, I love you, Tom. I love you, Tom.
I can't wait to see you.
Tom, I love you so much.
I love you so
Tom,
much.
I miss you.
She talks like Farrah from Teen Mom.
She does. She mentions Jesse. Okay, so now every time she mentions Jesse, I wrote it down. So
good one.
She's talking to Tom through the camera. She mentions Jesse. Mm-hmm. So he sends a driver for her, but she really wanted him to pick her up.
She acts like she likes all of this stuff, but she doesn't.
Okay, so this is my initial thought was that he was going to send a driver for her.
Yeah.
The driver was going to bring her to her hotel.
And she could get ready.
She can get ready, and then she was going to go meet him for dinner.
Well, okay, because he said, I thought I would send someone for you so you could brush your teeth and do all this stuff. So, but he could have just picked her up at the airport. She could have gotten ready in the bathroom.
Sure.
Then.
So now she changes in the airport bathroom. She's wearing a bathing suit.
And a blazer.
And I think what she's doing is, since she doesn't have that many clothes on, she's trying to create an actual piece of clothing from 100 sprays of Angel.
Yes.
What is happening? Is she trying to cloak herself? Noelle, the only thing I could think about is who's getting in this bathroom after her, because they're going to faint. They're going to have to call 911 or whatever it is in London. 119.
Angel is probably like from what I have a couple of bottles of Angel at home. I like it, but it's one of the strongest perfumes.
Noelle, the only thing that I would spray that much is water.
Yeah, I would never spray anything that much.
That's
nothing.
Water.
The face spray. You got me face spray. I wouldn't spray that much face spray on my face.
This is insane.
I would faint.
Her lips are extra lumpy in the confessional.
Okay, her in this bodysuit. I don't understand.
There's a side boob situation.
That's what I don't understand.
Yes.
Because it's not supposed to fit like that.
No. It does not fit her. What is it, a Gucci bathing suit
she's wearing? It's a Gucci bodysuit. Yeah.
Bathing suit.
Bathing suit. Sure. Okay. And she decides that she should wear that.
Okay.
With a blazer.
Right. And hooker boots.
Okay, but there's nothing on her pantalones.
No.
There's no shorts.
No.
Nothing.
Zero
it's just a bathing suit.
Yes. She's wearing a bathing suit with a blazer that covers the bathing suit.
Uh-huh.
So why are you wearing the bathing suit?
So why are you wearing the bathing suit?
I guess so she could do the reveal.
I don't know. So she could do like a Basic Instinct and open her legs. I don't know.
I guess. She's meeting him in a restaurant, and guess what she does right before she gets there? She mentions Jesse one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Tom will dote over her, she thinks.
Tom is a catfish.
Yes. Now she's crying again, and the crying is probably about Jesse, to be honest with you.
The girl cries a lot. She's emotionally very unstable, and I feel bad for her.
Well, guess what? She goes to the restaurant to meet him, and we find out that Tom is a catfish.
Because here's the thing. Tom, in his heyday, was cute.
Sure, and that's the pictures that he sent.
Right, in his heyday.
Yeah, he was kidding last episode when he was in this episode actually, when he was talking to his sister and her partner.
Yeah.
And he was
They
joking.
were Robin big.
Yes.
Right? That was Robin big.
Oh my God.
And he is Rob and she is big.
And he was like, they were like, oh, what pictures did you send her? And he's like, one's from 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a real thing that he said.
So
he has a culty body.
He has a culty body. He does have a nice style to him. Like, I like the whole pea coat, scarf.
Right, but guess what?
Cute look. What?
Now they're talking about Jesse.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that his barber says that she's airbrushed within an inch of her life.
Okay, guess what? He has a bouffant.
He has a bouffant. He does have a bouffant.
Yep. So Emma and Ricardo, this is his sister and her partner.
Robin Big.
Why is it her partner?
I don't know. Does that mean that they're partners in crime?
Yes.
Okay.
Just checking. Okay. So he's talking about his relationship with Darcey, and he's saying that he doesn't know if they're boyfriend and girlfriend. But also, are they having lunch in an attic?
Yes, they are.
Because their heads don't even...
It's sloped next to her.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, can I have lunch in a place where my head could fit into it? Just saying. Ricardo looks like... You know what happened? Okay. Emma and Ricardo. It looks like Emma is the puppet master and Ricardo is the lap puppet.
Yes. Yes.
He said that he is going to wait to sleep with her. Because she loves him. All he's talking about is how much she loves him.
Well, here's the thing. He is already full of shit.
Sure.
Because it's like, oh, well, she loves me, but like, I'm going to see where it goes. So you already know that you feel differently about each other. But you're pretending you don't.
Right.
You're playing dumb.
He said that they're good friends. Darcey thinks they're going to get engaged. He says that they're good friends.
Do you know how many of my ex-boyfriends referred to me as a good friend?
Do you know how many of my current boyfriends refer to me as a good friend?
Right. Right.
They're walking into the restaurant. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Noelle.
Uh-huh.
His hair. Her hooker outfit.
Uh-huh.
They mouth kiss.
They mouth
She
kiss.
forces the mouth kiss.
She looked like she wanted to vomit into that kiss.
Noelle, her face was so telling.
Yeah, I know. She knew right
She
away.
knew
She
she
was
made
like,
a
"What?
big-
This is a bad time."
Big mistake.
Because she had to get drunk. Yeah.
Noelle,
Yeah.
she was like, I committed to this.
I have to follow through.
And now I'm going to have to
Yep.
marry him. I'm going to have to marry this lump.
I'm gonna have to marry this old ass man.
This lump.
Yeah.
He said that she looks better than the photos. And she was like, well, you have an amazing smile.
I know.
She was like, well, you have a shirt on, so that's
right.
good.
Well, you have hair.
He looks very different from the photos.
Okay, but he looks very different.
Very different.
You know?
So he thinks that she's upset. And he's like, are you upset with the way I look? And she says, through the weirdest, fakest, lying smile, oh, you're better than I expected.
With this shaky voice, just like that. Yep. It was so awkward.
He makes her touch his sweaty hands.
And he's like, I'm so clammy.
Oh my God. And she says something about like Pierce Bronson. And he's like, oh, I think I'm more like Mr. Bean. And guess what? He is Mr.
correct.
Bean.
He's spot on.
He is correct. He got her own room. And she's like, why would you get me my own room? Because we've been together for 4 years.
He is trying to be a gentleman. I get it. And she's feeling ultra rejected.
Sure.
by this, but she doesn't even like him.
She doesn't even like him. But now it's not the point, Noelle.
Well, no, but that's how it goes.
Now it's
I
not the
know.
point. Now it's like, you better love me. Look at you and look at me. Do you smell me?
Yep. I smell you.
Okay. But all I can think about still is, how did the driver get in the car with her with that much perfume?
I think he fainted.
She probably got there by ambulance. He said that she's coming on very strong.
That's who she is. She's also hammered at this point.
I would be hammered too. I don't even
mean-
drink, Noelle.
No,
If
I know.
showed up to the UK to someone that I told that I wanted to marry,
Right.
and he looked like that,
Right.
I would start up my drinking.
Homegirl was happy. Yeah, but she's the type of person. I have friends just like this who cry when they get drunk.
She cries when she doesn't get drunk.
My husband cries when he gets drunk.
Does he cry over Jesse? Because that's the only thing she's crying
No,
over.
he'll cry over anything. It'll be like, I love you so much. You know, it's like
but
one of
she's like
those.
that when she's not drunk.
I know she's very
extra-
manic.
Yeah. Well, she
Yeah.
seems fine. She should go to BetterHelp.com.
No, she seems great.
Let's talk about Angela and Michael.
Okay.
So she's going to Nigeria next week. She's going to go see her lawyer first.
Right.
And it takes about 5 to 7 months for the K1 visa application.
That I didn't know.
So, it takes forever.
I didn't realize that it took that long.
That's why when the people on here, they're like, we've been together for a year. It's like, yeah, but you applied for your K1 visa as soon as you met. The lawyer wants her to rethink her choice.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, all these lawyers tell these people this.
Seriously.
Yeah.
She's working a bunch to pay for her trip. So now let's talk about a situation that we might feel differently about.
Okay.
Michael's birthday.
Okay.
So he told her his birthday's in a few weeks, right?
Yes.
Oh no, his birthday's now.
His birthday's now.
She's gonna be there next week, and she wants him to wait to celebrate his birthday. So he said yes, and then he ghosted her. And so she's talking to a coworker of hers,
Right.
and she said that she's not happy because he isn't picking up the phone today. It's his birthday, and he probably lied and went out with his friends behind her back, even though he said he wasn't going to. And she's like, listen, you think I need this? I'm not thirsty.
Right.
Angela, you need this.
Angela, you forced him into waiting to celebrate his birthday.
Of course. Now she FaceTimes him, and he said, no, I went to a bar for my nephew's birthday because it's his birthday too.
Right.
And she said, did you see the goofballs?
His friends.
She calls them the goofballs. She doesn't like them. They're a bad influence on him.
Because they probably don't like her.
Yeah, because they're like,
yeah.
ugh. And she's like, do you know how much you lie? And he's like, yeah, I lie sometimes. It's not so bad. Noelle, what do you think about this situation?
Okay, I think that she was like, you're not allowed to celebrate your birthday without me because then I'll kill you if you do. And he was like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And then he's like, I'm still going to go celebrate my birthday. And then instead of picking up the phone and having her ask a million questions, he ghosted her. That's what I think happens.
I definitely agree with you, but I don't agree with him. So I feel like this is his fault.
Well, I feel like all men do this. They tell you
what
yes,
you want.
and then they still do what they want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tell me no.
Yeah.
And then let me decide if I still want to be with you.
I like to be very like honest, even if I'm like afraid that I'm going to get in trouble by the other person. I really like to just be like, listen, I really do want to go out and celebrate it. You know what I mean? Like just
celebrate again when you get here.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Why don't we just celebrate again? You could bake me a beautiful Nigerian dashiki cake when you get here.
Noelle.
What? I don't think that was mean. Guys, if you think that was mean, then
I don't think that was mean. I think that was hilarious.
I don't think that was mean. But listen, I think that she is like, I understand that she doesn't trust him.
Right.
Because he's given her reasons not to.
Of course, he's a liar.
But what does she expect? She's so far away, like, he's not allowed to celebrate his birthday. Don't you think that that's like a little much?
Absolutely. But I feel like if that's what they agreed on, then that's where he's wrong.
But is that what she agreed on and he didn't?
Maybe.
You know?
Let's talk about Zayed and Rebecca. So she has to drive. And she's like, he's not like my ex at all. So that's good.
She had to rent that car for the whole 3 weeks.
Yes.
And he's not even allowed to drive it.
So the guy's checking for bombs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. So I saw on Twitter.
Yes.
Somebody was like, Rebecca's like, oh, what's he doing under there? He's checking for bombs. And somebody was like, no, he's checking for the real Rebecca.
He's looking for the girl on my shirt.
Yeah. Oh, that was so funny.
He's looking for the girl in the picture on my shirt.
Because that's not the same person.
Hilarious. So she brought him gifts. She made him a scarf.
And he's like, oh, so beautiful.
He's so full of it, Noelle.
He's full of cocky.
She shows him the robe that's for later.
Ew.
Why would you show him?
Why would you show him? You're supposed to surprise him.
And then she's like, and this is the bra that goes with it. It's
yeah,
like,
I mean, that was weird. Yeah.
How can they stay in the same room?
And they're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to. How is this happening?
I don't think it's against the law there like it is in other places.
I think it is.
Is it? Because I think the father just didn't want it.
Oh, I don't know. Well, guess what? They did the sex.
They did the sex.
They're both in robes.
They're both in robes. They wake up. She has a full face of makeup on.
So beautiful.
So beautiful. Everything is beautiful to him.
So beautiful.
You sound just like him. The oiliest hair I've ever seen.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
So oily. He hates his ex.
He hates his ex. They go to so that outdoor place is so cute.
No, it was. Okay,
wait.
So he says something about, or she says something about shisha. I did not understand it. I put it down.
Tell Noelle.
I don't remember, but guys, if you remember him or her saying something about shisha,
okay,
I didn't understand it. Maybe that's a word that I don't know. He hates his ex.
Yes.
They were together for 2 years. They got in a big fight. His ex was very jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Her ex was very jealous.
Her ex was very jealous.
And now Zayed doesn't want her with other men.
But meanwhile, she's still married.
But she's still married. But I mean, really,
listen, she's married on
filing
paper.
for divorce.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
stop making this a thing.
It's not like they still live together.
He's smoking hookah.
He slept with a married woman.
So beautiful. I'm smoking hookah. It is so delicious.
It's so beautiful. So do you think that he's creepy or you think he's full of shit?
Both.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B.
Yeah, I don't have him figured out, but he is not a good
beautiful.
Choice. Why does he dress like this?
Because he's so beautiful.
He's culty.
He's a little culty as
Yeah.
well. There's a lot of culties in this.
There are.
Now let's talk about this brand new character that's been introduced. Benjamin is 33.
Yes.
He is from Phoenix.
Yes.
And he is dating Akini, who is 26 years old, and she's from Africa. She's from Kenya.
Yes.
So he's getting on the bus.
He has no money.
No. He's going to church. He's becoming a minister.
He's you.
Yes. I'm a reverend, though.
Mm-hmm.
His son, Grayson, is 5.
Right.
And he has 50-50 custody. He's divorced. They were together for 7 years, and they've been divorced for 4 years.
And she filed on their anniversary.
Right. So he said that there were trust issues in the relationship. Now, I can say that his ex-wife was black as well, so he has a thing for black women.
Yes.
And he was looking out for black women.
Yeah.
He said that he doesn't have a lot of money, so he's having this bologna sandwich with
I
some
love bologna.
Doritos
It's
and
fine.
a Twinkie.
I mean, I would eat all of that.
I know, because you're garbage. He has been ghosted at an Olive Garden, which is probably because he picked the Olive Garden to go to. So Akini has never dated a white guy, and he's going to be going there to meet her whole family. And he's like, what do I need to know when I come there?
Right.
And she's like, well, first of all, you need to take off your shoes before you come in the house. And also you have to give my parents a lot of money.
Right.
Because we have a dowry. It's called the bride tax, I think, or something.
Yeah, I put dowry because that's what I thought it was called. Okay.
So he's like, well, listen, I only have $2,000 in the bank, and then I haven't paid my bills yet, so I have $1,000 after that.
So this is basically like new school David and Annie.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I get that there's a dowry, but also she's just trying to take advantage of him.
Right. And, no, she's definitely trying to take advantage of it. She has on a court jester Dickie.
Yeah, she does.
You know, it's a lot. Like, she's so pretty.
Yes.
In her pictures, she's so pretty. And she takes all these pictures, and it's so sad because she looks like a model, and there's all this, like, poverty in back of her in these pictures. Very sad.
Well, his BFF comes over, Desiree.
She's so cute.
She's adorable. But is he a volunteer firefighter? Because he has firefighter shirts on all the time.
You know, that was the first thing Matt noticed,
of
course.
Oh, God. Get away from me. Let's talk about Caesar and Maria.
Oh, these two crazy kids.
He had wired money a week ago.
Right.
And Yami, his friend, who he used to work with, his old nail lady friend, comes
all
over.
these men have women come over while they're packing.
Yes.
Basically.
Right. They're like, we're not allowed to do this by ourselves.
Right.
Now, Noelle, you had pointed out something that there was a picture on his fridge, and I took a little closer look, and there's a picture on his fridge, and it's of him and a little girl.
Right.
And it says Daddy's Girl. And then also there's a footprint that the girl has given him.
Right.
And as the artwork. And then there's also a picture that a child has colored for him.
And then there's how to store breast milk.
Oh,
there's
okay.
a magnet or something on the fridge.
So it's like, what's going on here?
Right. Like, tell us the whole story, guys.
So we're guessing Caesar has a daughter. So Yami says that he needs to decorate his bedroom better.
Also, I think they can't tell us Caesar has a daughter because she's probably little. And he says he's been with Maria for like 4 years.
Well, I mean, they should tell us.
No, I know.
So he's showing Yami what he's going to be.
Bedroom is bad news, by the way.
He's showing her what he's going to be bringing. So he shows her a black shirt with a red tie.
He's a waiter.
He's a waiter. So that's good. She's like, yeah, you can't do that.
He works in sandals.
Then he shows her the quote unquote diamond ring.
And he says, you see that bling? He follows you. You see those diamonds in that bling.
It's not diamonds. It's glitter.
You
have glued glitter onto
He tells her.
Piece of
he
metal.
makes it like it's basically like a diamond.
I know. So the thing is, Maria still hasn't booked her ticket, and it's the day before they're leaving.
And he thinks this is normal.
Well, he calls her up, and she's like, listen, how do you think I'm going to book this ticket when I need more money to do my hair and teeth?
What are you
will
doing
not
to your fly
teeth?
like this.
What are you doing?
Whitening, I think. Right?
I mean, why are your teeth that yellow? Like, what
I
are you doing
know.
in one day?
I don't know. I think I know, right? But
she's
I feel like
all right, fine, I'll buy today. Now they go back to the nail salon. Is this whole segment just an ad for the nail salon?
Yes. They're
That's
probably
what I'm
so
thinking.
busy right now.
I know. So she's like, listen, I can't book it tomorrow. It's my mom's birthday.
She completely must have.
I totally forgot.
Yep.
But I can go in 2 weeks. So his client that he was working on said, listen, why don't you book the flight for her? She said that she could do 2 weeks. So why don't you book the flight? Let her keep the money that you gave her to do her teeth.
Right.
And then you book the flight, and then she has no excuse.
You know, for one like flash to the pan, they show him angry.
I know. Well, now he books her a flight for $1,500. Now, here's the thing, Noelle. It is a flight from wherever she is to
like
wherever they're going.
Yeah, to Mexico.
Okay. It's 32 hours of traveling.
Yeah.
To get to Mexico.
He booked her like, it must be like 7 connecting flights.
It must be like you walk 5 feet, then you get on a bus for 5 feet, then you get on a plane
Tetris,
for 1 hour.
basically.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm not doing that. Even if I loved him,
no,
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
So you want Maria, this fake person in the Ukraine, to get on this flight and it's very inconvenient. No, not
He
happening.
should have just flown to the Ukraine.
Exactly.
The end.
Now, you know what? He still hasn't paid his bills.
All right, not his water, nothing.
Nothing.
Now, also, he has a secret child we don't know about, so you're not paying your bills and you have a child.
Great job. Great job,
You're
Caesar.
a great
You
guy.
are amazing. Guys, this has been an amazing episode. Make sure you're following us on social media at Instagram and Twitter at 90 Day Podcast. Make sure you're joining our group. You could follow me at Trixie Tuzini, TRIXIE TUZZINI. And Noelle, where can we find you?
Noe_bear810 on Instagram or at NoeGirl on Twitter.
Awesome. We're also going to be having a live podcast in November. I'm waiting for details on that in New York City. And we're having a Teen Mom Trash Talk live podcast at Caroline's on Broadway, October 19th, Saturday, 3 p.m. You can get tickets at carolines.com. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.